Day 20, May 8th, 2014. I went down to the river today and put the canoe in. And I went up it a little ways, and there's a tree down in it making the current really bad, and I knew I couldn't get past that, so I didn't, so I turned around. But it looked like I was doing pretty good. I can definitely navigate down the river. I went down a little ways, and then I saw that there was definitely some stuff that I probably wasn't going to be able to paddle against. But I paddled back, and I started paddling back. I got halfway, and about halfway there was a place where it gets pretty shallow, and it's definitely hard getting through there. I'm going to have to carry a stick, I think, to guide myself and push myself through that part, because I definitely can't paddle against it. It took me, man, like 15-20 minutes to push through that little section, and it was hard. My arms are burning. So yeah, I guess it's only going to be a one-way route downriver into the Saco River, and then I'm going to either need to carry my canoe or get a ride the 1.5 miles back from the bridge down there. But that would be a good day trip. I've got to figure out who's going to give me a ride back, because I don't want to carry the canoe that far up the tracks. Alright, well, day 20, see you on day 21. May 9th, 2014, DEECEE's Adventures Off the Grid Experience. It's day 21. Been cutting some wood. It has been raining today. It has been crappy, rainy, and yeah. I, over at the old camp, took down the Walmart tent, put that in storage, and I'm building a lean-to over the bench that's over there. So that's going to be kind of the wilderness survival camp. And I am hauling water right now. I just hauled 10 gallons of water up here for the bathroom situation. And got my survey done the other day. I think I filled you guys in on that though, and I have a lot more land than I thought I did, which was awesome. This land is about 100 feet wider than I thought it was. Yeah, so things are going well. I have been ringing some of these oak trees that I'm not going to cut this year. I'm going to let them die and they'll stop leafing. And hopefully we can get these pine trees growing back in here. Well, a lot of maple on the property. Now that they've all bloomed, I can definitely see there's a lot of maple. There's a lot of red maple and silver maple, which will be good for making syrup. Get into that next year. Alright, I'll see you guys later. May 9th, 2014. You can't see the blood. Blood all over everything. Blood, blood, blood. All the carnage. And there's my finger. Yes, that's right. All the bushcrafting I've done and axe work I've done the last 3 weeks, and I managed to cut my thumb open while whittling a stick. I don't know how it happened, because the knife was in this hand. I somehow cut the whole palm of my thumb off. Pretty deep. They couldn't suture it, they couldn't reattach it, so I just have to wait for it to fall off, and hopefully it doesn't get infected. But yeah, the last 10 days of DEECEE's Adventures Off the Grid Experiment is going to be a lot harder with only one arm. And yeah, it hurts really bad, throbbing, bled a lot. I was over in the bush when it happened. It's pretty ridiculous. I was just like carving a stick and somehow slipped and cut the edge of my finger off. So yeah, that's how things are going today. It's raining. It's really cold and crappy. I'm going to try to start a fire and get it warm in here. Yeah, so I'll see you on day 22. Well, let me tell you, getting everything done with one hand down is definitely harder. getting this fire going, getting the pipe all taken care of and everything, just getting the wood fixed and prepared. 10 times harder with an injury. Well, should make for an interesting last 10 days. I think I'm only going to stay out here for 30 days. Do 30 days here during the spring. I'll do 30 days here in the fall and 30 days in the winter. I think that'll be a good series. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys tomorrow and show you how I'm doing, how things are going with one thumb down. Cut a good portion of the pad right off of it. It was pretty meaty and gross under there. I did it with my Light My Fire Morer knife. I like that knife. Even after working with it for almost 3 weeks, it was sharp enough to cut my thumb right off. But it was just the end of my thumb, and I don't know, hopefully it'll not get too infected, and 6 weeks from now it'll just be a scar reminding me of this adventure. See you guys tomorrow. Day 22. Let me tell you, with an injured hand, can't believe I did it. It's so ridiculous. I don't even know how I did it, but I mean, I had the knife in this hand. This doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm telling you, it's really hard. I'm doing everything left-handed, trying not to use this hand so it doesn't open back up and start bleeding again. And yes, cutting logs and using my axe is nearly impossible left-handed, and using that Sven saw is definitely difficult. It takes a long time and hard work, but I am managed to cut this wood, firewood, with the Sven saw. It's been raining all night. It went down to about 40 degrees. It's been cold and rainy, but luckily the stove has been acting pretty decent. Hasn't been smoking me out or anything. I've been staying really hot with the oak. I just have to keep cutting it as I go, but I'm going to let it go out for a little while today, and I'll start it back up tonight. But everything's dry in here. My sleeping bag's dry, and everything's nice and dry. It's been warm for like 3 or 4 hours, but yeah, very difficult with an injury, let me tell you. Very difficult. Trying to do everyday work that I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is nearly impossible with this hand. So hopefully it gets well enough I can work with it in the next couple days. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted if anything cool happens. Day 22. Day 23. Yeah, I heard chainsaw running across the tracks. So I went over there, and the neighbors who have my right-of-way were over there, and they were all really friendly, which I was afraid they were going to be douche. I'll edit that. I was afraid that they were going to be jerks about it, but I talked to them for a second, and they said that they know about my right-of-way and everything, and they say that this other guy owns a strip of land over there, though, that my right-of-way might go across. And he's the guy that owns the 3 acres over here, next to me. So I have to talk to this guy, but they say he's a lawyer and that he is definitely an asshole. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to battle for the right-of-way at this property now. But day 23, it's going pretty good. Canvas tent. Getting pretty warm out these days. Alright, day 24. I got my billy can out. And trying this little stove out. Maybe I'll flip the camera back on when I have it lit just to show you. But I'm pretty much just going to flip it back on at the end and show you what the finished product is. But I'm going to make some soup. Some ramen noodles, easy. I've never really used this thing for cooking. I've lit it and got it going before a couple times though, so I know how to get it going. I just made that out of an old can out of the fire because I didn't have a grate for this thing. So I'm going to put 2 cups of water on, see how long it takes to boil, and I'll get back to you guys. Firework popcorn, some organic golden popcorn. Not only did the alcohol stove cook my ramen noodles, but I also just popped popcorn, which is awesome because I wanted some chips or something like that so bad these last couple days, and I remembered I had these popcorn in here in the alcohol stove. I used the rest of the alcohol up, but it was worth it. Now I got some popcorn. So the alcohol stove worked pretty good. Got it flaming. That thing that I made for it didn't work that great. It needs something better. But really, with a billy pot, you can just hang it over the flame, which works really good. It gets really hot. So yeah, popcorn tonight over the alcohol stove. Can't beat it.